Habitats. In Need of Help. By Jane St. John. Habitats as homes. What is a habitat? It is an environment in which a living thing, such as an animal, grows and thrives. Every animal has special requirements of its environment. An animal's habitat must contain enough food, water, shelter, and nesting places for it to survive. A habitat is its home. Habitats are found all over the world. Your own backyard is a habitat. Oceans, rivers, and freshwater lakes are water habitats. Forests, deserts, and prairies are land habitats. Habitats are all around us, and they are at risk. Natural disasters can destroy people's homes and animals' habitats. What would you do if your home was destroyed? Families who survive natural disasters, such as tornadoes and hurricanes, sometimes face this question. Fortunately, it is only rarely that people lose their homes due to natural disasters. For animals, however, habitat loss occurs much more often. Nature sometimes destroys animals' habitats. A beaver's dam can be ruined in a rainstorm, and a sudden snowstorm can wreck a bird's nest. Scientists called ecologists have found that increasing human populations and their daily activities directly contribute to the loss of many animal habitats. Today, about 50% of the world's land surface is considered destroyed or disturbed. By 2032, that level may reach 70%. Destruction of animal habitats threatens to ruin entire ecosystems, or environments, and the animals that live in them. We must discover and learn about new ways to protect these ecosystems. Land at risk. The black bear is one animal whose habitat has been deeply impacted by humans. Black bears like to live in old forests filled with hardwood trees. In spring and summer they feed on the forest's berries and leaves. In the fall they remain deep in the woods, where the plant growth is thick, as they prepare to hibernate for the winter. Black bears are shy by nature and avoid humans. Many of their habitats, however, have been destroyed due to the construction of houses and roads. In many regions, bears have had to learn to become more comfortable around humans in order to survive. Near Lake Tahoe, California, black bears discovered that they could feed and rest comfortably in an environment controlled by humans. Now, the black bears of Lake Tahoe feed on scraps of food from garbage cans and campsites and sleep under people's porches. Black bears' lives have changed dramatically in places where humans have altered their habitats. The black bears of Yosemite National Park have learned that it is easier to find scraps of food in the cars and trash of the park's visitors than it is to wander around looking for berries. Park officials have developed regulations to help visitors avoid contact with bears. These regulations warn visitors to hide their food. Without these regulations, bears would continue to depend on humans for food instead of relying on their natural environment. Sometimes, a black bear becomes so dependent on humans that park officials are forced to move the bear to another part of the park. Some black bears are too dependent on humans for food. Habitat destruction has caused orangutan populations to decline. Another forest-dwelling animal whose habitat is at risk is the orangutan. Its homes are the island of Borneo and the neighboring Indonesian island of Sumatra. This huge ape, ranging from 60 to 300 pounds, needs large areas of forest in which to roam. Unfortunately, humans have taken over land for mining, logging, and various types of farming, so less than 20% of the orangutan's original habitat remains. When a habitat is destroyed, the animal's food supply decreases and it can no longer thrive. During the past 100 years, orangutan populations have decreased by about 90%. Some researchers estimate that there are fewer than 30,000 orangutans on the islands today. Many organizations are concerned about the survival of orangutans. Orangutan Foundation International is one group working to protect the tropical forests that orangutans call home. Like orangutans, Asian elephants are threatened by habitat loss. Asian elephants live on forest-covered lands. But those lands are also used by 1.5 billion people, leading to an uneasy mix. In India, Thailand, and Sumatra, the clearing of forests in many cases to make space for growing human populations has placed Asian elephants in serious trouble. Forest clearing has resulted in a loss of Asian elephants' natural habitat. This loss is especially troubling for Asian elephants because they are migratory. Now, when Asian elephants migrate, they become trapped in small forest pockets. Just as groups are working to save the habitats of orangutans, others are working to protect forests that elephants call home. Like their Asian cousins, African elephants are threatened by habitat loss. Monarch butterflies are as small as Asian elephants are large. But as with Asian elephants, human activities have severely affected their migration patterns. Migrating monarch butterflies fly from North America to Mexico for the winter. There they rest before returning north for the summer. Part of Mexico's evergreen forest is a protective shelter for the butterfly. In spite of this, the forested region is losing trees at an alarming rate.